mean, happy opening day for our parody show. We were originally gonna do it on Thursday, but I told Brooke I had work that day. And tomorrow, Rowan is actually coming here for a date night. So I'm getting my apartment ready. We missed trash day, which was Monday. That was okay. I mean, it wasn't very much trash on Mom's end. And last night, my supervisor was kind enough and she went to an event and was thinking of me. Also, half of the videos since summer is published, and I'm currently working on the Christmas video. My plants are nicely fed, and some laundry started. Another thing too, I'm halfway through Soy Luna for season 2. Updates. I just requested a food box for the week. Today, Mom and I picked our food box. And during our date night last night, I picked one of Rowan's favorite items. This was one of the things that was in the food box, and it is so amazing. From the date night on yesterday, I picked up some vanilla and some TV dinners. I also got some popcorn, and barely ate it. It's starting to go stale. My mom had a thing of kiwi, which was one of the box items. Got some rainbow veggie mix, vegan salads, and speaking of salads, got a classic fruit salad. Because this was my groceries. Had some yogurt, and radish is on the food box. Picked up some non-dairy cheese. Another thing is I'm all caught up with current episodes of Has Been Hotel. I believe the season finale is tomorrow. No, there are actually 2 more episodes. Other than that, I am enjoying Has Been Hotel. So as usual, I'm watching Michael Kovics live and found out that he was streaming again. Anyway, he was really confused on a playlist, and I sent him a YouTube comment. I'm almost caught up on editing my videos, and you guys really enjoyed the Taste of Pizzazz and the Toby Mac concert. Those were the hardest out of the bunch. Just in time too, about a little bit of a rehearsal with a Crazy Day. This is gonna be the parody show part 3. Not to mention, tomorrow evening is the season finale of Has Been Hotel. Sadly, I won't be able to see it because I don't get done until 9 o'clock. But I'll definitely watch it as soon as I get back from work. Also, speaking of second helpings, I'm in the clear. I can start volunteering again since I'm a postgraduate. a little time has passed, and I think it's ready for me to review Hazbin Hotel Season 1. Okay, this might be spoiler territory, and Brooke already saw all the episodes. So the first episode, it starts where the pilot picks up with another extermination. It was nice that Charlie has kind of landscape in the beginning of the first episode when the extermination is happening in the cast. We got Alex Brightman as not only as Serpentious, like in episode 3, but he was also Adam, the leader. Oh, and speaking of, the songs was amazing. One of my personal favorites was Poison, because it is Addict 2.0, and now I'm going out of order. But Respectless, I'm on Velvet. One of the 3 V's got a number, and that was one of my favorite songs from her. Whatever It Takes is a good one. I really liked the duet between Alastair and Vox. It was Stayed Away. It had its dear place in my heart. Whatever It Takes is pretty good. It's a duet between Vaggie and Camille Carmon. And when we met Lucifer, Hell's Greatest Dad was good. And I really liked his other song more than anything, but that's closer to the end. And The Show Must Go On. Those songs I really enjoyed. Every time I see Valentino, whether he's on screen, I just want to throw something at him. I always love Angel Dust, whether he's voiced by Michael or Blake. Angel always have a place in my heart. And Blake Roman as Angel Dust? Kudos for you. I mean, you can tell you've been studying Michael's attitude. You got Erica Hangstrings from Mean Girls, the musical. And she was in Amazing Charlie. Stephanie Beatrice, which you might know from Encanto. She was an awesome Vaggie. We even got Michael Cusack, not Kovic, as I think it was Vox, I couldn't remember. I then followed him on Instagram because we all know he was another Overlord in the current episode of Helva Boss. Joel as Valentino, he portrayed his character well. And we got a new Alastair. Originally, in the pilot, he was voiced by Edward Bosco, who is now Stryker in Helva Boss, and many other roles. And new Alastair, I think his name was Amir, I couldn't pronounce his last name. I was kind of sad, then they kind of didn't do the radio gimmick from the pilot. Again, I'm not trying to compare, I'm just appreciating all the brand new cast, and the pilot, which makes me love the pilot even more. And I'm looking forward to season 2! And as soon as I was done with all of the episodes, the first thing is I want to look up like has-been content on YouTube. I mean, they already have the sing-along version, which was so much fun. Oh, it's pretty much my first ever spoiler review on Hazbin Hotel. That aside, I think sometime in the next hour or so I'm gonna do another rehearsal with Brooke and the gang. Also, I totally forgot to point out before ending the recording, and we are in a hype train mode. So in the meantime, I'm actually waiting for another season finale, and that is Murder Drones. So that would be great if it falls on my birthday, or maybe a month. So that's another indie film I suggest. Now we're just waiting on Digital Circus to get another episode going. I think Glitch is waiting on that. So today we had to meet our aunt and uncle at Costco since they have a membership and there was one locally. I'm really excited. Not only did Costco has a non-dairy overnight oats, but also Kroger. I see coupons on these. And I'm really excited since I actually never tried overnight oats before. So yeah, my list was completely short and pre-planning for my next appointment for the dentist. Because they're gonna do the same thing on this side. That means back to solid food for 2 weeks, and my dentist appointment isn't until this coming week, I think. Not to mention, I think we have rehearsal today for Crazy Day. Look at these two guys. Good morning and happy Monday. As you can tell, I went ahead and do my routine. Got a thing of laundry going. And some breakfast. I totally forgot to start eating these. Also, I want to point out, I actually have a dentist appointment. I believe it is this coming Wednesday. So I'm getting everything planned. Got my sausage and the skillet. So this is actually my first time cooking anything sausage related. That's a good browning right there. So what I'm actually doing is with my spatula, making sure it's not at least keeping an eye on it, making sure it's not overcooking, and that's good. Okay, let's give these plant-based sausage a try. So my little pop socket broke and it's kind of hard to stabilize it. Oh, that probably needs to be put in just a little more. Okay, so I took a bite out of it and man, I can feel the spice. Another thing too is I went ahead and did some dishes. Gave my plants some more. I totally forgot it was last minute. On Friday, my mom actually picked me up from work. It's like, oh, you're going to your dad's. So as the sun is getting ready to rise, my Italian parsley definitely needs it. So no progress on these two. So I managed to edit the videos and I only had 6 minutes left before you know who was gonna remind me. So I pretty much got all of my routine done. Another thing I forgot to point out, last weekend we actually got my anxiety meds refilled. Getting ready to do another rehearsal for Crazy Day. vlogging update. I'm narrowing it down to one video. Basically cleaning my New Year's and everything is up to date. I just got back from my dentist and they really numbed me on my right side. Then I was the trooper, was watching Boss. It's actually the next morning and I got all of my videos. I'm on day 2 of the healing process. The numbing has gone away to see if I can laugh. This is a good start. I love watching VR chats, especially like the Has-Been Hotel. Alright, so this is one of my favorite numbers in Has-Been Hotel. And ignore Valentino, he's a butthead. So let's see how my singing is. I'm not gonna risk it and go really high. This duet is kind of risky, so I'm gonna skip it. Well, not sing along. This is the main reason why, not Angel, but Val is a complete butthead. Because I've been there, if you guys watched my video. As a successful date night, Mom and I went to a grocery store, and this was one of the clearance items. Inspired the Wicked ice cream. So it has raspberries and chocolate. This is actually non-dairy, by the way. And getting ready to watch some Tim Tracker. It's actually Saturday morning. Friday night. Friday night. Rowan and I actually watched Has-Been Hotel, the first episode. And he actually enjoyed it. He loves the characters. He doesn't have a favorite song. And then we watched a couple of the shorts and an episode of Dance Moms. Hopefully, then Disney Plus and Hulu kind of fused into one. So Rowan had to go to work. And then yesterday, I actually went to see Wonka with a group. It was a good movie. The songs was good. Hey guys, Future Carly here. I'm gonna point out our movie theater. We had to put it like autism friendly because some of the group doesn't like the loud noises, so we had to turn the volume down, which was my first experience of a sensory friendly, and the people at the movie theater was so kind. And then Valentine's Day, Rowan and I was originally gonna do our normal V-Day celebration at one of the studios we normally do to dance. But then he got sick, so we did a virtual Valentine's. I'd send him a Has-Been Hotel link, and he'd send me like a virtual flowers, which was nice. So I was going to figure out the watch party thing on Amazon so we can watch the next episode of Has-Been Hotel. And Valentine's evening, my dad and Kayla and I and a friend of his went to Mexican. And Mom and I actually got one of their specials at Starbucks, Valentine's morning. I know you've probably seen it as a clip with my perch of the window. Although it's a little run down, but I still like watching my birds fly around. I'm actually 8 minutes before I need to head into work. And since I have one video, it's kind of funny that someone with an A is playing the song Jitterbug, and here I am playing Candy Crush, and I think of that treacherous movie that we don't talk about. As I'm waiting for Fluffy's shorts to premiere, which is in a minute, got my lunch, which is a PB&J of these puff thing. It's pretty tasty, actually. It's like a healthy alternative with like cheese puffs. Last night, I did a watch party of Helva Boss, since Maggie actually hasn't seen it. And it went over till about midnight. We're gonna continue our marathon with Chris, and all the disclaimer that it is 18 up. And I even invite Brooke to watch the episodes, because you know, I just gave word that Vivian's almost done with season 2. And then I just got back from running errands. I got really excited because this was only $7 at Walmart. Sadly, since Valentine's Day is over, and we'll wait until next year. The only thing that damaged is the actual manual, and it's just your typical waffle iron. And I always keep the booklets because they have recipes inside of them. So once again, I stuck it to the man, and yeast hates loud noises. I borrowed my mom's pots and bang it. It's actually Saturday afternoon, and oh my gosh, we're performing tomorrow. Everything prepped up. Over in my neighbor's yard, we're actually witnessing a nesting, which is pretty cool. But I'm keeping a safe distance because, you know, geese are very territorial. Happy Saturday! It's been a long time since I actually done anything. It's just your typical kind of slow type day. Tonight, Rowan and I are going to see Finding Nemo at one of the local schools. And Kaylin had a competition last week, and then Mom and I went to the grocery store, did some planning. Oh, not to mention that my phone was completely dead because I didn't have a working charger. Crisis of verdict. Mom got me a brand new one. Also, I want to point out, I actually got some working batteries this time to my sleep machine. See, this is what I had on last night. Sorry guys if you're afraid of thunder, but you can switch it. Ooh, a nice ocean. There's a brook. And summer. The rain I had yesterday, and there's simple white noise. You can set your timer. It's actually Sunday afternoon, just about noon. So I couldn't figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch, and I looked into a planner. Kroger's been selling these. The Babyville company has a non-dairy option. So for lunch, I'm gonna do pretzels with hot dogs and gonna try this on for size. It's actually Tuesday morning. Last night I had like a full day. I helped out at work, and then later on I had a acting clinic with My Time to Shine, and I just pretty much end the night there. Oh, and I also had rehearsal for A Crazy Day, and then I actually just went to bed because I'm so exhausted. I'm actually working my normal shift today, and I think the store's gonna be closed for the next couple days. Happy Friday! Don't mind my scratch. On Wednesdays, Stewie was energetic, and I was actually watching The Masked Singer, and Stewie was actually playing like kind of hardcore and got my cheek. It's starting to heal, and this morning I'm actually gonna meet Becky and the group for another tie-dye session, and I'll put a link in the description when I did that video, and this time is definitely the tie-dye lab. And then later I have work, and then Sunday my mom got us tickets to see The Little Mermaid over in one of the middle schools, and Rowan's tagging along. Good afternoon. It is just now noon. This evening, my mom got us tickets to see The Little Mermaid in one of the middle schools, and Rowan's gonna be joining us. Life update. My mom found someone to help me actually do the cooking portion, but we have to work on safety. If that goes well, she agreed that she would definitely turn my stove on. I totally forgot to point out, last night Kaylin had a competition last night. We didn't get back till about 10. We're back from the show. Originally, I thought it started at 7, like most shows we went to, but it actually started at 2. But we made it just in time. I even missed a call and a text from my mom and from Rowan saying that he was already at the school. So it was time to pass the technicals to one of our gay friends' sisters, and oh my gosh, she did an amazing Ursula. During intermission, I was looking around the merch, if you will, and everything was on sale. I think except for the t-shirts. So I have to get a pen. And also I want to give a special shout out to our friend Alex, who was, I believe, Sam's mentor, and I think it was a brother-sister relationship on My Time to Shine. She was one of Ariel's sisters. You did a great job, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in other productions with My Time to Shine. Speaking of, the clinic is tomorrow evening. And what I found from Rowan in the other school, they're doing Shrek the Musical, and he's actually willing to take me since I don't have my permit. I'm still working on my written test. Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. About a few minutes, I need to meet Mom downstairs since she has my right to work. And I'm getting my hype up is 2 weeks is Comic-Con! And this guy right here is gonna be one of the guests! I'm so excited! So there has been a slight delay. They're working on getting the hot water fixed. That being said, I technically have the day off today. My mom and I went to the bank and put one of my paychecks in the bank. And I'm actually getting ready to do some studying for my written test. Maybe, hopefully, before the sun goes down, we might test the scooter out. And have you seen outside? I mean, look at that sunshine. It's so gorgeous. I know I'm out of lives, but I just played Candy Crush Jelly, and oh my gosh, I got through the boss level. That never happened before. Good evening and happy Thursday. Just like yesterday, we had a full day. I had my therapy session virtual, and then we had to volunteer at Second Helpings. Tonight, which is in like maybe 45 minutes, Rowan is coming here so that we can see Shrek the Musical. I never told you guys how Wednesday was, and oh my gosh, it's just really hectic. Luckily, my mom was kind enough that she helped me out. Made an iffy schedule. Got that figured out already. And then yesterday, right after work, went straight to my dad's and watched The Masked Singer. Happy Wednesday! Yesterday, Mom and I meet with the oral surgeon to get both of my baby teeth removed and my wisdom teeth all in one. So this is gonna be my first procedure, well, big procedure, and they're gonna actually put me to sleep. So I have all of my notes around the house. That's not until next Thursday. Tonight is The Masked Singer, which is Billy Joel night. I need to get signed in on Hulu. And this weekend is Comic-Con! Getting everything ready. I'm actually kind of dressing up almost like Fiona because John Cleese is coming. Got my pink hoodie. It's again Sean Shiplak, Kinger, and Purple Yam Cookie is coming. So I'm gonna cosplay as her. My big bag, like for all my prints or any like merch. And of course, gonna use my launch flyer. It's Ken Page and Chris Sarandon is coming. This weekend, I'm definitely gonna Disney bound, as we all know Jodie Benson was the singing voice for Vanessa, and she'll get a kick out of that, and she also made a guest appearance in the live action. And of course, found out Michael Rooker's coming Sundays. Gotta represent. Although I do have some Guardians pins, but they were probably packed somewhere. So I just got home from groceries, and then Becky called to hang out. So I'm home, and Kaylin insists on getting Zaxby's, which I normally couldn't have because I've seen commercials and it's fried. So my mom asked one of their chickens, but kind of grilled. Here's what the bun, of course they didn't ask. My mom asked for no bun, and that's okay. Luckily I went to the grocery store and got, get rid of that. Got their peach iced tea, and it's so good. And got some bananas. This coming Thursday is the day I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed and my teeth. So here's much I saved at Kroger. And Kroger is now selling the golden gluten-free Oreos. And got some applesauce. I thought these were granola bars. They are granola bars, but minis. So these were on sale. Got some bubbly and a huge thing of peanut butter. New thing, oatmeal. Some TV dinners, and these were clips, waffles, ice cream. I found some other overnight oats, and these are the Bricky. So I got the banana and maple, cinnamon. Well, these are just yogurt, dark chocolate. Okay, 2 of the dark chocolate. And got a thing of margarine, pudding, and Jell-O. Another thing too, Becky and I went to Hobby Lobby. Man, they have a huge clearance item for spring. Well, it's a sale, but when you were getting ready to check out, I was like a kid in a candy store. All of the nostalgia products, I pretty much hit the jackpot. And trying to save enough money. If you notice, Mom and I shared an Amazon wish list. My birthday is not that far along, so she might surprise me. Good morning and happy opening day for Comic-Con. In honor for John Cleese's giving. Time for some waffles. Not to mention both Greg and Delis come in. Watching some Avatar stuff. Another thing too is, like I said, Jodie Benson is coming. We also got Sean Chiplock, who is Purple Yam Cooking. Sorry if this is a spoiler if you haven't played this game, but that level was hard for me. And I'm currently on episode 7. Also making some final preparations before Comic-Con officially starts. And also I just got a notification that I've been at my job for 6 months straight.
Hi there. Hi, my name is Rowan, and did you research Jack Skellington's dog for several white dog subspecies or breeds, or?
Actually, no way to research Jack Skellington. In fact,
So Rowan is getting inside of this car that's featured in season 12 of Supernatural. We're just about to start.
Hear you right now. You have a few Team 10 rules. This is a Q&A panel. You guys can line up right over here if you want to ask a question. Line up right over here to be able to ask your questions. But there are a couple rules. You're not going to ask for any voice recordings or hugs or autographs during this time. Keep your questions at 1 minute or less. No question about politics. Don't ask the same question. Rule right here.
the common phrase is like in the Midwest, nothing happens. An hour away from here in Brookfield. Did you know about that? You guys been there? $50. You can switch my rolls. Bring me back next year. I will take everyone on a field trip. We will misfrizzle this.
Did you hear that? It's a promise. All right.
Oh my gosh. But yes, happy to be here. Super happy to be part of Genshin Impact and with all these cool people as well. Super happy to be in Indiana. Your food is really good.
That's some of your roles.
Huh?
Some of your roles.
Who cares? It's Indiana.
Yeah.
I love Indiana. Roles. D-Look Genshin Impact, Rivali Breath of the Wild, and the one I know many of you know, a background tree in my high school production of Little Orphan Annie.
I love that one.
I know.
That was a good one.
ReZero? No, you're the ReZero. Subaru ReZero. Alright, here's this trick.
Hey, I'm this chick. I'm Faye Mata. I'm actually also a Midwesterner. I was born in Wisconsin. Yeah, cheese. And I went to another dairy state, California. And Kagami and Miraculous Link.
Yeah!
Skullful, Fate Apocrypha, Petra, Fire Emblem, Three Houses. I always forget my roles. Pokemon.
Katie Killjoy.
Katie Killjoy, Housing Hotel. Oh gosh, Call of
A way bigger
Yeah.
list than mine.
I'm Granite Bartley. I'm from Texas. And all we can do is be grateful that we played any of those roles at all. You know, I'm grateful I got to play in the pilot.
And all of us also share roles with others. That was really difficult for you guys to voice, and if so, how did you all overcome that?
Every time, I just like you all look at them and then everyone's heads go. Yes, Sean. What is your opinion on that subject? Well, I'm about to make you uncomfortable because Faye and I have our legs one way and you guys have, you switched.
Keep him on his toes.
Alright, watch the VOD later. You'll know I'm not crazy. It was 2 to the left, 2 to the right. That's what I was paying attention to. Anyway.
One hand left, the other one right.
In terms of stuff that I knew was going to be difficult emotionally, these are technically also both related to ReZero. Anyone here who has seen season 2?
My question is, what led you all to want to become a voice actor?
The first time I'd seen someone doing it, and it was finally something in my life that I actually cared about, that other people weren't pushing on me, and I'm also a massive attention whore, so I said, oh my god, I want to be a part of this!
Siblings, and I have a lot of fond memories doing that, and I thought it would be really cool to be that for other people someday. But I just like the art in general. That's kind of like a secondary thing.
Yeah, I just grew up, I was obsessed with Pokemon as a kid, and the Miyazaki films, and Rugrats, and Doug, and Rocket Power, and those things all inspired me. Futurama is a massive inspiration for me, so I just really wanted to do that and create worlds that
More what I wanted to do and tell more stories and be more characters and voiceovers. So that's kind of how I got it.
Always bigger.
I just had a general question of, I've been trying to do like voiceovers myself. Did you have any advice for like an at-home studio or a better mic, or just any advice on that?
Go to D. Bradley Baker's website, iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. He has everything and like how-tos and putting stuff together.
On audio equipment too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kira Buckland also has a really great website. Kira Buckland plays Minsuri in Demon Slayer, green and pink hair girl. And she, if you forget that, just Google Demon Slayer and look for the picture of the girl who plays pink and green hair. And go to her website, and she has a whole thing called Voice Acting Club. She's answered every single question that could ever come into your mind because people kept asking her a million questions. So for free. So look up Kira Buckland, Voice Acting Club, and it has massive amounts of info.
And then live.
Next question.
If you were given the opportunity to audition for like a girly fantasy anime or like an extremely dramatic horror anime, would you audition for either one?
I like
Both.
money.
We audition for everything that we can.
We had so much fun at Comic-Con, and Rowan wants it to be our tradition. I even asked about PopCon that's in April. He said it was a little on the expensive. Again, he's also saving some money. And luckily, I got one print, and I totally forgot about my debit card. So he was lucky enough that he would pay Alexandra, who was Liko in current season of Pokemon Horizons. And, little known fact, she was also the voice of, Flora from Winx Club. And Rowan actually answered a question for the Chris Sarandon panel, and we were gonna see if John Cleese was available, because we're both Shrek fans. Sadly, that wasn't the case, and he does have a panel tomorrow, and Rowan actually paid for the both of us, and looks like I got an extra ticket for today. And Jodie Benson, when we came in, the line was long, and at the end, we didn't get a chance to see her. I did get a chance to talk with Faye, who is Glitz and Glam. She was also Kagami in Miraculous Ladybug. Again, I get to talk with Sean a little bit, who was Kinger in The Amazing Digital Circus, and Purple Yam Cookie. I did look into Steve Burns' line. It is expensive, like $60. Though we didn't get a chance to do the cosplay contest. Spectating. So it was fully booked. Again, Gray, her line was short, but I didn't get a print due to expenses. And Greg Baldwin, I actually missed it, but he was doing a line from Samurai Jack. So at the very end, we just pretty much talked about our quote-unquote future, and turns out Rowan and I are going back to school. Keep in touch. But I did get in line for Michael Rooker. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. So this might be a spoiler if you haven't been caught up on Pokemon Horizons. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So here's the bridge. Another thing too is we actually went to the voice actor panel, and it was just a Q&A. Sadly, Ken Page wasn't there today, and actually looked into a dual print, which they have. That's a best fit for me. Okay, so Mom and I agree it was between $30 or $40. That's my limit. Another thing too, we actually went to check out some of the famous cars. There was a DeLorean out on display, which I was gonna get a picture, but again, I didn't have my card. And as you saw in the clip, that I think it was a Charger. I'm not really big into cars. Happy Sunday. It is the last day of Comic-Con. And I just messaged my friend Julie, since she's a big Sailor Moon's fan, asked her if she wants to do a watch party, since that's the next panel, or it's just basically an anime show. Well, an anime room in the actual con itself. So I'm gonna turn that on. Speaking of Sailor Moon, I just gave word that for PopCon, along with Jim Cummings and Dante Bosco, those of you who remember Sailor Moon, it's on Freebie, like all the seasons. And I actually figured out the English captions, although in the actual room, it's gonna be full English. It's later in the afternoon, doing some lunch, and a little later, and Comic-Con is officially over until next year. To celebrate, I'm actually listening to Chris Tarrant's podcast on Alexa, and luckily I turned the microphone off so she won't hear me. And playing some Candy Crush, why not? Still have a long way to go before the 900 levels. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Last night, I actually met my rec therapist to help me learn about safety so I can actually use my oven. And I had an emergency run at work, and then tonight is my normal shift to get caught up. And then we had to run straight to the workshop right after work. And we're heading it close to the showcase. One of my skit is going to be kind of like a murder mystery. Here's the skit, and we're playing like kind of like a wife almost. And here's like my go-to prop I'm going to use since it is a murder mystery. I thought about like Southern Belle type deal. And to have my breakfast going. Happy Wednesday. Tomorrow morning is the day of where I had to get my votes. So I'm going to put like the conclusion to this journey about like when I chipped my tooth to this video all in one. And my appointment is at 7:30 and I'm getting the notes in case of my friends and family want to kind of like house sit while I'm recovering. I actually have made some breakfast. Not to mention I got my little plushies. And I'm actually getting head start on laundry. I totally forgot that it's actually Lent. And I want to give this holiday a try. So that's why the last clip was just me eating breakfast yesterday. And that was it. So I'm basically trying to give up on my phone, like not playing as much games on my apps. So I was like on it 24/7. Oh, I totally forgot. Season 1 finale of Murder Jones is tomorrow. So as soon as I'll play that, and along with my other indie shows and guilty pleasures. And also I actually organized all of my cookbooks because we actually met my rec therapist who's going to help me with safety, which I explained it in this video. It's a little later in the afternoon. It's actually almost 7. I had to do like a makeup at work since I'm doing my doctor's appointment tomorrow. And managed to get. Also, Rowan and I are planning on doing a movie night trying to find tickets to see Kung Fu Panda 4. I think they're done until Peacock, or if it's on digital. And I noticed that Rowan wants to do a special anniversary to Shrek 2, and we're finding tickets, and I think that is this coming Saturday. And not to mention, it's also Easter as well. Morning, happy Thursday. Today's the day I'm actually going to get my wisdom teeth removed. My appointment is until like 30 minutes. I think might be a good opportunity to kind of end this journey, because they're definitely going to put me to sleep, and then I'll put down like a description and explain what the procedure's going to be like when Mia did the same process in her video. Update, turns out Mom overslept, and planning on gonna reschedule my wisdom tooth surgery at a later date. A lot of time has passed. It's just now 2, and turns out I have nothing planned. And Rowan's just now finishing up whatever he's doing, and a better way to do that